Hello. We're gonna start at dead on 7 o'clock. Just wanted to make sure it work. So we'll start at 7. So grab yourself a drink if you need to. And I'm gonna go and grab something. Hang on. Hello, Rachel. I feel like I need to write a script for myself to remember what I'm actually going to do. Tell you what we can do, Rachel. We can do a sound test. So that's what is the microphone all right to start off with? Yes for yes, no for no. Right, second test. Is the piano okay? Can we hear the pianos? 2 pianos. So this is the first one. How's that? Thank you very much. And then the last thing we need to test is the sound that's going to come out of my piano. No.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten and gone and left nowhere?
It's a bit crackly. Okay. People that are just arriving, we're going to start dead on 7 o'clock, just so we can make sure most people can get in. Can you come and say hello?
It's not on there yet.
There's people watching. Do you need to refresh?
Charge.
Rachel can see it.
I understood it.
Let me see if I can see it.
Don't know if you're on like private or something.
No. Rachel says, hi, Phil. And John Evans can hear me as well. He says, hi, Phil. I think it's just you. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, couldn't get me to.
You're not even going to watch it?
Not from here.
No, from like your office.
I can't see it.
But you can see it on your computer, yeah?
Shall I try?
Yeah. God.
Why would I ever see it on my computer? I can't see it on here.
Well, I can see it. Thanks, Dad. You can see me. I think it's going to be really, really creepy. Helen, that is the worst photo anyone has ever taken of me. So we'll start in about 2 minutes. Phil's just gone to see if he can find it on his computer. I'm not sure about this one-way conversation business. It's a bit weird. I love the fact that I'm on at least 3 people's TV screens. He does see me. Okay. Thanks, Dad. Oh, I bet that, yeah. Right, I think we get started then. If there's people watching. So, hello. This is really, really strange. I know that some people were saying they can't watch it live, so they're going to watch it like later on, which is really fine. I'm going to find it really distracting not to look at the comments as they're coming up. We are going to sing You Will Be Found, which should be in the description. So if you watch it on your telly, if you get it up on your phone, you should be able to see it in the description, or just Google the lyrics. I've also put them on to the website, the Community Choir website, so you can have a little look there as well. The plan with this is, well, there kind of isn't a plan. Rachel helped me pick the music. She didn't know she was doing it, but she did. And we're going to do this song because I feel like it's kind of nice at this kind of moment to do something like this kind of a song. If you don't know it, I was lucky enough to go and see the musical not that long ago, and it was amazing. And it's one of those songs that you either really, really know it or you've never heard it before. If you've never heard it before, you're going to love it. You really will. It's going to be one of those ones you're going to sing all over the place. And the plan is we're going to do it over a couple of weeks. And eventually I'm going to try and train you in how to upload the videos so that we can see the videos and we can make a bit of a nice collage of everybody's photos. There are solos, there are bits where everybody sings together and things like that. And yeah, also just because I feel like it's nice to have a bit of a chat with people occasionally and see how feel free to have a chat down the side as well. And yeah, we'll get started, I think, really. We're going to do a warm-up to start off with. We're going to do a couple of ones that you will know, potentially, if you come to the choir a lot, and then some that are new as well. I'm completely, by the way, ripping off Gareth Malone. I've been watching his videos, taking loads of inspiration, so I'm unashamedly ripping him off at the moment, but I don't think he'll mind. So First of all, we are going to do a bit of a breathing warm-up. So what you need to do, I know you're watching on your TVs and things like that, but you need to be sitting up as straight as you possibly can do. And we are going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold it for 4 and then breathe out for 4. So I'll demo it first. It's going to go... Hi, Katrina. So we're going to do breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out. Here we go. After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4. I'm hoping you're all doing this. Otherwise, this is just me looking silly in the room. Okay, we're going to do that again. We're going to do in for 4, hold it for 4, out for 4. Here we go. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Lovely. This time when you breathe in, you're going to breathe in for 6. Okay. So really kind of feel like you're taking your breath in, and you're going to hold it for 4 still. And then you're going to breathe out for 6. So breathing in for 6, hold it for 4, breathing out for 6. Here we go. Breathing in for 6, off you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lovely. Right, I'm going to make some sounds. All we need to do is copy what I'm doing. All right. So the first thing, we're going to go. Ooh, and you're going to go try and make like a noise like a fire engine or something. Ooh. Try that for me. 2, 3, go. Ooh. Lovely. We're going to do the same thing again, but we're going to start a bit lower and we're going to go up a bit higher. So you're going to go as low as you can and go up as high as you can. So for me, it's going to sound ooh. You're going to sound lovely. Have a little go. 1, 2, 3, go. Ooh. Brilliant. Well done. Jess, hello. So this time we are going to go over to the piano. We are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do this all the time at choir. And essentially you're going to count up to 5 over and over again to the tune of Knees Up Mother Brown. So once you get to 5, go back to 1 again. I'll demo it for you. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So once you got to 5, you go back to 1 again. Let's have a little go. We're going to do it nice and slow. Use your fingers if you need to. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. And then when we get to that 3, we're going to carry on. So we're going to go 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 3, 4. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1. So that's it. So that's good. It goes on and on and on again. We're going to start from the beginning. So let's go from 1. Okay, everybody all together. I might speed it up as we go through. If you lose it, don't worry. Just join in when you can. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, did you do it? We are going to do some scales now. So we're going to do, I'm going to start here. And And we're going to do one that we've not done before. So if you come to the choir, this is going to be new for you. But we're going to do. Try it for me. 2, 3, 4. Lovely. And one more time. 2, 3, 4. And we did it to an ooh sort of sound. We're going to move up to here. And it's going to do the same thing, but just a little bit higher. 2, 3, 4. I do the same thing, but ah, so a nice ah sound. Ah, 2, 3, 4. Ah. We're going to go up, and we're going to do ah again. 2, 3, 4. Ah. And again, go. Ah. And then we're going to do one more up. And this time I like to go E, so we're going to go E, 2, 3, 4. E, and the last one, we're going to go here, 2, 3, E again. E, lovely. Right, last warm up that we're going to do. We're going to go, say the word minimum, and we're going to go minimum, 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 2, 3, 4. Minimum, 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 and moving up, 2, 3, 4. Minimum, 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 and up again, 2, 3, 4. Minimum, 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 and again. Minimum, 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 minimum. This time we're going to go minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum. So minimum velocity. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum. Moving up. Minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum. Minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum velocity, minimum. And we'll stop there. Right. Hello, Fraser. So we are going to have a look at the song. As I was saying, the song's going to be You Will Be Found. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. If you've never heard it before, you're going to love it. I promise. I'm going to play you a little bit of it. We'll see how the sound goes. So I'm going to sing the first bit along with the backing track. And what I want to do is probably tomorrow, I'll put the backing track and all of the other individual tracks onto this channel. So you can go back and you can practice singing along with it. But this is what the first bit is going to sound like. And today we're only going to learn the very, very first bit. And I'm going to assume that no one knows it. So we're all going to learn from the beginning. And we just quiet down all of these channels. How's it going so far, by the way? I have no idea. How's that sounding? Don't know. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? So let the lonely feeling wash away. 'cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. That's all we're going to do to start off with. It's just where it kicks in from that bit, but that's what we're going to do to start off with. This eventually is probably going to be a couple of solos. So if you are somebody that feels like they might want to do a solo, that's the bit that we're going to be doing. Thank you, Helen. All right. So we're going to learn the very, very first bit. So get your lyrics up if you can find them. They should be in the description, or have a little bit of a Google, see if you can find them. And we're going to learn it from the start. So the introduction. And then it does that again. And then we're going to do, have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? So it's quite relaxed and free. The tempo's not very set. There's no kind of set rhythm. So we're going, have you ever felt like nobody was there? Your turn. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Lovely. The next bit goes, have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Rhythm's a bit tricky there. Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have a little try. 2, 3. Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? So put those two bits together. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? 1, 2, 3. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Let's go back and do it with the backing track. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? So the U is quite high. Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Your turn. 3, 4. Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Lovely. Next bit. Like you could fall and no one would hear. So there's a bit of a rest after fall. Like you could fall and no one would hear. Have a little go of both of those bits together. So have you ever felt like you could disappear, like you could fall and no one would hear? Here we go. 2, 3. Have you ever felt like you could disappear, like you could fall and no one would hear? Great. Let's put it with the other bit and the backing track. One, 2, 3. Have you ever felt like no? Have you ever felt like you could disappear, like you could fall and no one would hear? Great. How are we getting on with that? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to do it one more time. Just see if we can get that done again. My computer is going a bit odd. Let's see if I can close some stuff down. Yeah. So we're going to do exactly the same thing again, right from the beginning. I'm glad it's going well. Two, 3. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall? It's gonna happen. So let that lonely feeling wash away. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. Okay, let's go through that bit. So there's a little bit of an instrumentally bit, and then we come in with a so. So let that lonely feeling wash away. Your turn. 1, 2, 3. So let that lonely feeling wash away. And again, 2, 3. So let that lonely feeling wash away. Next bit. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. Let's try those two bits together. So let that lonely feeling wash away. 1, 2, 3. So let that lonely feeling wash away. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. Well done. Next bit. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, so strong is a high one as well. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, your turn. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, next bit goes. 'Cause you can reach out your hand. You can reach out your hand. So after the first reach, there's a break. So you can reach out your hand. Your turn. 1, 2, 3. You can reach out your hand. Lovely. Let's put that bit together. So we're going to go from so let that lonely feeling wash away. See if we can do it with the backing track. 2, 3. So let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hands. Great. Let's go from the beginning, right from the very beginning. It's going all right. We're getting there. 1, 2, 3. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Then there's a break. 1, 2, 3. So let that lonely feeling wash away. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hands. Next bit goes. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. So the part that I just sang was the soprano part. So soprano part going. So if you're not sure which part to do, have a go at all of them because you're the only one that's probably going to hear you, and then figure out what you're going to be doing afterwards. So this is the soprano part to start off with. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. One more time. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Your turn. 1, 2, 3. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Okay. Over the top, or underneath that rather, the alto part. For the alto part, you're going to have and oh. So instead of going and oh, you're going to stay on the same note. And oh, someone will come running, and I know. So just do that bit. And oh, someone will come running, and I know. Put those bits together. So if you're a soprano, you're going to be doing and oh, someone will come running, and I know. I've got a piano down here. Is there any feedback going on? My computer's saying there might be a bit of feedback. Maybe I'm just being too noisy. Might play this piano instead. Okay. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. And if you're an alto, you're going to go, and oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. If you're an alto and you can't get up that high, don't worry about doing that. So when the two parts are together, this is going to be interesting if I can do this. So this is something I made earlier, bit of pre-recording. This is what the two parts should sound like together. My computer's not liking playing music out loud. So let's put the alto part together. So if you've got someone doing the soprano, someone doing the alto. I'll play on here. I think it sounds a bit better. So alto. And I know, and oh. And the soprano, and oh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Let's help if I play the right notes. Let's try again. And so I'm seeing the alto part. And oh, is soprano part. 1, 2, 3. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Wonderful. Right, basses. Your part is going to sound a little bit like this. If I just play your part. Let's have a go. Yes. And I don't know how much you heard from that, but you're only going and oh, you're not doing someone will come running, and then you come back in with and I know, and you don't do they'll take you home. So it's going and oh, if you want to do this down the octave and oh, you can do. Don't mind which one you do. So you were going to go and oh. So you're going to be singing there, or you're going to go oh down there. Don't mind which one you do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And oh. And and I know. Do, do, do. So if I play you all of the parts together, see if we can make that sound good. Hang on, not that. Play, that's it. And so, someone will come running, and I know I'll take you home. Great, right. We're going to do from the beginning to there with the backing track. Sing whatever part you want to sing. I'm going to do the soprano part just so that it's kind of the tune. All right, with the backing track. From the beginning. One, two, three. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Wash away. 'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hands. New bit. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. I can hear everybody saying they don't know what's going on with their bit. I'll go through your bits again just when we're breaking. Just going to check on the cat. Hang on. What? What? Where are we going? No. I don't know. All right. So we're going to go. And oh, altos, and oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. So what I'm going to play, let's have a go. So just those bits and basses, and oh, someone will come running, and I know. Let's try those bits. And oh, 1, 2, 3. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. That's it. All right, let's have a go at that bit again with the backing track, and then we'll carry on to the next bit. We're probably going to stop in about 10 minutes, just so you know. I think 40 minutes is a decent chunk. So, Rachel, you sent me a message to say, have you recorded it for yourself? I won't play it to everybody now. Well, Rachel's not saying she sounds great. I think you're going to sound great. And Jess, don't worry about it. You're going to be great. Okay, let's go. Tell you what, let's go from the beginning again. Let's do the beginning again. Here we go. One, 2, 3. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Here we go. So let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hands. Here we go. And towards the altar part, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Right, I'm going to sing the alto part now. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. So I just did the alto part, which is the tune, but technically an octave lower. But that's what we're going to do first. So just the altos. Let's have a go. We got, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. Have a go. 2, 3, 4. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. And again, 2, 3, 4. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. Wonderful. Soprano. We've got, even when the dark comes crashing through. No, that is not what you're doing. Let me just have a listen. Let's see what you're doing. Okay, that's what I did. So we've got, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So I'm not a soprano, which is why it sounds like that. Let's have another listen. Sopranos is what you're doing. So you're following the same lines as the altos that they've got the tune, but slightly different. Have a listen. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So you've got, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. So we should have the altos going, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. And the sopranos, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. Basses, let's have a listen to what the basses are doing. So you have got, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So the first bit is essentially the same as the tune, but just an octave lower. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. Though, when you're broken on the ground, if you're doing it down the octave, when you're broken on the ground, you'll be able to get that. But when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So it's a little bit different at the end. You will be found. Let's have another listen. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Let's put those parts together. So we've got, even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you. Altos you go on with, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. When you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Let's try from the start, altos. 2, 3, 4. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. You don't have to go really low for ground. You could do when you're broken on the ground instead of when you're broken on the ground. Don't mind which one you do. Basses, you've got even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. And then the sopranos, we've got even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. When you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So when those parts are all in together, this is what they're going to sound like, hopefully. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. All right, let's try it then. Let's try it. So I'm going to play the parts as well so you can sing along. So we've got even when the dark... No, we've not. We've got even when the dark comes crashing through for the soprano, the basses and the altos. Here we go. To go. When the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you listen to the next bit. Streaming in, you reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. I don't think we're going to get that part tonight if we want to finish in a minute. So let's just go from the beginning to where we got to. See how we do. I'll play the other vocal part as well so that you can hear what's supposed to be going on. Here we go. From the beginning. It's not the beginning. This is the beginning. So everyone sing the tune. 1, 2, 3. Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? There's a break. 2, 3. So any feeling wash away, 'cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. When you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hands. Here we go. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. Next bit. The sun comes streaming in, you reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. And I can't sing that high. All right. So what I'll do, I will put all of the backing tracks tomorrow and all of the instrumental parts onto this channel so you can sing along to it. Please share with loads of people and get people to do it, because I'd love to have people joining in and making videos and stuff. There was 150 people watched last week's one. And there's only about 40 in the choir, so I don't know who the rest of the people were, but it's more the merrier. So yeah, hopefully everyone's had an awful time. Hopefully everyone's had a lovely time. And I am gonna do another one of these sessions actually on Sunday. So I'm going to do one on a Thursday and one on a Sunday. So you get your hour and a half that we'd normally have for a choir. So yeah, hope everything's going all right and you're staying safe. Look after each other, and yeah, I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for anyone that's joined in, and I hope it sounded all right. Bye.